Well, hello there. Move you away a bit. Yeah, there we go. Right, how's that? Move you down a bit. Ooh, perfect. Yeah, my other tripod stand went down the other night. Anyway, so how are you doing? We're into 2025 and Happy New Year. Yeah, anyway, did you have a hangover this morning? Nah, no, did I. The lady Sarah has to be at work at about 10 to 7, so she gets up at 5:30. So we went to bed early last night, rudely awoken by the fireworks at 11 o'clock, which is a signal that the drugs are in, and the rest of the fireworks went off at midnight. But we were well away by then. We just rolled over and went back to sleep. Yeah. So what are your New Year's resolutions? Mine is to lose weight, like I said. I'm going to try and cut down on my spending to get ready for my retirement. Just trying to live on the few pennies that I'm going to get from my pension. So we'll see how that goes. But to lose weight, I think one of my goals is to give up sugar. Yeah, okay, sugary foods. I don't have sugary drinks anyway, apart from beer. I can't give up beer, but to give up sugary foods, they're foods like potatoes, bread, rice, pasta, all those kind of things, crisps, anything with carbohydrate in is, in my books, is considered a sugary food. I'm going to try and cut down on the vegetable oils and go for more natural oils like coconut oil, those kind of things, because the seed oils are apparently they're inflammatory and they can cause inflammation in your joints. So I want to try and get rid of that. So we'll see how it goes. I hope the volume's not too loud, because I've been experimenting with the wireless microphone, but I have to use a microphone because it's blowing a gale. I know you can't see, but you can hear the Lady Sarah's wind chimes in the corner rattling away there. But yeah, it's been blowing a gale, but it's not too cold out considering this time of year. As always, if I go over the 8 minutes, I won't put in the midterm adverts. But if you do like this, you can buy me a coffee. I've got a new link that I'm going to put in the description. If you fancy buying me a coffee for the new year, then that'll be rather good. If you can't buy me a coffee, then please watch the entire video to the end, watch the adverts at the end, just to give me the benefit of the view, the whole view and nothing but the view, as they say. Anyway, that's enough of that self-promotion. Don't do enough, really, I suppose. Anyway, so how are you doing? You guys really are the best viewers I've got. There's so many people wished me and Sarah a happy new year. It does touch the heart a little bit to have so many people that wish me well and wish Sarah well. It really is heartwarming. Well, we're into another year with Keir Starmer at the helm. I don't suppose any of you guys listened to his speech. Yeah, it wasn't very awe-inspiring. Nigel Farage did a better job, actually, in inspiring the populace to vote for him, not Keir Starmer. And of course we've now got Sadiq Khan, who's been knighted. He hasn't been knighted yet, but in the New Year's honours list he's down as getting knighthood. I think if I had followed a terrorist, if I had followed an extremist, if I had followed the scum of the earth, the way that Sadiq Khan follows and defends and helps to win in court, the way Sadiq Khan does with his terrorist buddies, do you think I would get a knighthood? No, I'd probably get thrown in prison, wouldn't I? Under Keir Starmer's new regime of persecuting patriots who are concerned about this country. Anyway, moving on, we'll get onto something more exciting. I've had a few comments about the EV market. Now, as you know, I love EVs. Now, if only the technology would catch up with it, because the power to weight ratio of these vehicles is absolutely phenomenal. Really is phenomenal, but we haven't got the range. I was telling a friend recently that when I used to fly radio controlled helicopters, and I'll bang on about it, but that's the only sphere of that I can talk about really. But the power to weight ratio of these things was absolutely phenomenal. Out of a 5 amp hour battery, I could draw over 100 amps out of that battery, and the maximum flight time I would get would be 5 minutes, and then it would take an hour to charge the battery again. I wouldn't charge the battery that I just run down, simply because the battery was rather warm and didn't want to spoil it by charging a hot battery. So I then had to have several batteries, that one that I could allow to cool down, one that I could have on charge, and the other one that I could use. Even so, that still gave me 15 minutes of flying time and a 3-hour charge cycle. Yeah, and that was a fast charge as well. An hour charge was considered quite fast. Now, the best way to charge lithium batteries is to charge them extremely slowly, so that the individual cells in the battery have a chance to catch up with each other and you get an even charge going. I was rather lucky that each individual cell in my battery pack was actually monitored, and it would charge the cell with the least charge in. It would charge that at a slightly higher rate, or what should I say, it reduced the other cells at their charging rate, so that the one that was depleted the most would charge up, and eventually when they'd all got to the same level, that would continue to charge at the same level, rather than staggering, which could then lead to thermal runaway in the cell that was charged the most. But that was quite a complicated battery charger. Now, to do that inside an electric EV would require all sorts of wiring and computing and all that kind of stuff. So I'm guessing that what they do is the battery packs that they put in with all the cells aren't particularly well monitored. I just think that they have banks of batteries and they monitor each bank of battery rather than monitoring each cell in the battery, as it would be literally thousands of cells that they have to monitor inside these EV batteries. But yeah, it's not good. The batteries aren't that good, and the news recently, which I find very exciting, is this new aluminium ion battery which holds a phenomenal amount of charge, and you can charge it within 15 minutes. Now, if they can test it and if it works, then I think we're going to see major recalls on all the EVs throughout the world, and they're going to be swapped out for these aluminium ion batteries. But that's something to look forward to in the future. A lot of people have been telling me about their old diesel and petrol cars and how that they love them so much they're going to keep them going. But we're now hearing that the EU again, are going to try and limit the repairs that you can do to your old petrol diesel car. Why are they interfering so much? Why do they want so much control? Yeah, that's what it's all about these days, isn't it? It's all about controlling what you and I can do. Now, I was watching a video. I don't know if you guys watch him. The guy that's in Australia that does his stuff about EV cars. Now, he was saying that the Australian government has allowed smart meters in their citizens' homes, in everybody's home. They've all got a smart meter. And what they were finding that is during the hottest weather, when the electricity supply was at its minimum, they were actually turning off people's air conditioning units. They were switching them off remotely. Now, that's something that we don't want to do. Now, I was all for smart meters until I heard that. Simply allowing the electricity company to take your meter reading without actually having to come into the house. I thought that was a great idea, but not when they can do that. Yeah, I don't think we should allow the government that much control in our daily lives. Anyway, so that's enough of that. Wishing you all the best of everything to come in 2025. and I really hope things start to improve. Probably that won't happen until the secrets of Keir Starmer come out. I don't know if you guys look at YouTube a lot, but I've noticed a few of these channels coming up, like British News and News UK and GB News. Well, no, there's another site anyway. But all these channels are suddenly coming up, and they have these shock news. Starmer to resigning tomorrow and all that kind of stuff. Quite a lot of those have popped up, and I've had to stop viewing those because they're a bit clickbait, because they keep repeating the same stuff over and over and over. And I don't think that Keir Starmer's going to resign, not until the May elections come round, if he doesn't cancel them. Anyway, so we've got that to look forward to. So, wishing you all the best for the new year. Have a great time, and I'll see you on the next one. I'm going to try and get out before I go back to work, try and get some pictures outside. Anyway, gone on for 11 minutes, so no midterm adverts, and I'll catch you all on the next one. Have a great year.